I am going to speak to you about art of eating, yogi style. Eating is very important topic today because 40% of the world population has some kind of indigestion issues such as gas, bloating, constipation, acid reflux, diarrhea. Millions of people have some kind of eating disorders such as binge eating disorder, anorexia nervosa, bulimia nervosa. In binge eating disorder, a person eats large amount of food in a short periods of time. So many of these problems can be fixed by knowing how to eat. In this video, I am going to talk to you about three styles of eating. One is the normal person way of eating, which you all of us know, right? And I call it mindless eating because majority of them do that. And the Jnani style, yogi style of eating is I call it mindful eating or egoless eating. In this Jnani style of eating, I am going to tell you what Gautam Buddha prescribed. Gautam Buddha, who is the founder of Buddhism religion, he said that most of us don't know how to eat. So he came up with a way and told us what is the mindful way of eating. So I'm going to talk to you about that. I'm also going to speak to you about how Lord Krishna in Bhagavad Gita explained how Jnani eats it and how a Bhakti Yogi eats it. So I'm going to talk to you about that. So Bhakti Yogi way of eating is Prasadam eating or gratitude eating. So all of those will be discussed. Before I talk to you about that, let me tell you briefly about myself. I am CEO of Lucintel, which is a management consulting firm. I have written two books, one on the business, which is the name is called The Innovation Engine for Growth. The other book is on the technology, which talks about the advanced materials technology. I have a PhD in mechanical engineering, and I have written a lot of thought leadership articles for variety of magazines, including Wall Street Journal, Financial Times, and also I have been offering strategic management consulting such as merger and acquisitions, due diligence, market entry strategy, competitive landscape analysis, and a variety of things for thousands of clients worldwide. So let's look into the normal person, how they eat. You all know when they eat, either they're talking with their friends or talking with the family members, or they're working and eating, right? Or they're watching their cell phone, doing WhatsApp, Facebook, LinkedIn media, different type of things there. So normal person eating, typically you can call it absent-minded eating or mindless eating. They are mostly unconscious about what they're eating. They're not really enjoying it. They're not really tasting it, the food. We need to give enough time to taste the food, my friend. So Dr. Brian Wensing, who was the professor of Cornell University, food lab, he said that mindless eating can result in a weight gain, and he has written a book on mindless eating. So typically you can see that mindless eating can result into variety of problems such as indigestion issues, as well as I would say weight gain and other thing. So let's look into the Jnani style of eating. So I will tell you how Gautam Buddha explains it in a Jnani way of eating. When Gautam Buddha got nirvana after doing a lot of tapas, yoga, and first time when he ate orange, and he started seeing the orange. So this is how he ate. So if you can grab an orange with me here and see how to eat it, So he looks the orange and starts thinking beautifully how orange color this orange is. And then he starts seeing how the nature created this orange and where it started happening in the plant, the sun, the soil, the rain, how it helped the orange to take this shape. So it's trying to connect this orange with the nature, how the nature is creating this orange from the seed to the plant to the flower to the finally the fruit, right? And then he slowly starts peeling it, and then looks the juiciness of the orange. He starts smelling it, feeling it, tasting it, smelling it. Now probably you will be getting some kind of saliva in your mouth even without eating it. That's the key thing. Before you eat, we should develop an appetite by looking on in the fruits or vegetables, how beautiful it is, and connecting it with the source. And that's what Gautam Buddha suggested. So this is called mindful way of eating it. And then when you put in your mouth, try to use your taste bud to taste it and eat very slowly. So in this way, mindful of way of eating, you need to see the source of the vegetable or fruit. It's very conscious eating. It's a very slow eating process, and benefit of this is good digestion, increased awareness, and it helps live a life very consciously, whether it is eating or walking or sleeping or whatever it is. So we need to develop this practice of eating in a very alert manner. So in terms of summary of mindful eating, and it's proven, my friend, is proven through medical research that mindful eating can really help you lose the weight and also improve your digestion capabilities, right? So the summary of this is: eat slowly, spend time in seeing, smelling, and tasting the food. And mindful eating triggers the production of saliva, stomach acid. It supports the digestion and promotes the weight loss, and more chewing helps in production of saliva. So that's brief about Gautam Buddha style of mindful eating. Now let me talk to you about another one prescribed by Lord Krishna in Bhagavad Gita. In the Gita, Arjuna asks Lord Krishna in chapter 2, sloka number 54. He says that Sthita pragyasya ka bhasha samadhisthasya keshava stadiya kim prabhasheta kimasit brajeta kim. O Lord Krishna, how a jnani, a sthita pragya, they sit, eat, and how they speak? That's the question Arjuna is asking. What's the behavior? How they eat, do walk, and everything, right? Lord Krishna says in sloka number 58, Yada samharte chayam kurmoganiva sarvasah indriyani indriyarthebhya tasya pragya pathishtita. So Lord Krishna says that when jnani eats, they basically remove their senses from the sense objects like a tortoise, and that's how behave. So let's say jnani, when they like to eat, they will think that this is the sense object, and my sense organ, which is the hand, is acting upon it and is peeling it. My eye, the sense organ, is seeing this object, and the consciousness, the soul, the mind is fixed in the soul always, right? So, and it's all it does is experiencing it, having an awareness about what my sense organs are doing. That's how sthita pragya work. right? So the jnani is just experiencing it, witnessing it, being aware about what is happening around. They are not involved in doing it. It's the sense organs and senses are working in the world. That's how they eat it. So basically, the benefits are there are a lot of increase in awareness. You disconnect with the ego. There is a good digestion as a result of uh, slow eating, watching it, doing it, and there is no ego. So I call it also egoless eating, right? So the next way of eating, I call it the Bhakti Yogi way of eating it. So they typically offer food to their God. It could be any deity. You can have Lord Krishna, Rama, Hanuman. So you can offer the food to the God and then you eat the leftover. So that's very common in a very in India, and a lot of Hindu practices this devotional way of eating. And if you want to see some of the culture where you can find it, ISKCON, basically the founder of ISKCON is the Prabhupada. He has opened centers all around the world. You can go to their center, you can see how the devotees, the Vaishnavas, eat there. They will always offer food to the God first, and when they do that, it purifies the food by offering the food to the God, right? And then they get the food as a prasad. Look into the difference between the normal person way of eating and how Bhakti Yogi eating here. In this case, when they're eating it, they are thinking the food as a prasad from the God, right? What does it do is you disconnect the food from who cooked it. Let's say the food is not in a good taste. You don't have to get upset with the person who cooked it. In this case, it came from the God, right? Offering there. So you are not connecting with the who cooked it. You are just enjoying the prasadam given by the devotees to you after they offer to the God, right? So when a person, a devotee, is at higher state of God realization as a devotee, when they eat the prasadam, they start visualizing that this prasad has been tasted by their favorite deity. The deity has tasted it and it has come to them. So they are so grateful to this prasad and to the God. So in that way, in many of the devotees who are very highly, I would say the Vaishnavas are very high state of devotion, somehow they get into that emotion, the bhava, and they can see and taste it much better than a normal person is eating, because they connecting that this prasad has come from the God. So they tremendously enjoy it, right? Again, that may take time for you to get to that level of eating it. So some of the benefits of eating like this is it increases the satisfaction in eating. It helps you get a good digestion. It disconnects with the ego because you are not connecting who cooked it, who is eating basically, and it increases the love and bhakti for God. So develop that. If you want to get into the line of devotee, you have to get more and more love for the God by taking prasadam only, and that's how they prescribe. Now next is, let's say you don't believe in God. So another way of eating is called gratitude eating. In this, you thank God for the opportunity to eat together with the friends and family members, opportunity to have the food into your table, because many of the people, poor people, they don't even get food to eat 2 to 4 times a day. So you got the opportunity, and so you need to thank God for that. And even if you don't thank God, at least thank to the person who cooked for you. And then and the person who cooked for you can thank you and all the people that, hey, thanks for eating with me together. So you have to thank each other. That creates a positive atmosphere around you. It increases satisfaction in eating. It helps also in good digestion. I have some Christian friends. When they come to our home or when I go to eat at their home, typically they pray God before eating, and they pray Jesus Christ. And when I eat with them, I truly enjoy it because they pray Jesus Christ, that, oh Jesus Christ, thanks for such a wonderful food. Thanks for allowing me to eat with my friends and family members. So when I eat with them and they will pray for 30 seconds to 1 minute, in that, the kind of all the appreciation towards the Jesus Christ when they speak, I truly enjoy it. So again, whatever your favorite deity, do it as long as you can enjoy it, right? So that's the aim of this the video, is to get a positive atmosphere around you. You eat slowly and improve your digestion capabilities, and maintain good health and fitness. So in conclusion, in this video I have talked to you about different way of eating, such as mindless eating, which is not good by the way, right? And egoless eating, which is the Jnani way of eating, and also the mindful eating prescribed by Gautam Buddha. Bhakti Yogi style of eating, which is the Prasadam eating, and also the gratitude eating, right? So all of these truly are going to help you. First of all, many of the problem in the indigestion or eating disorder, my friend, it will improve your digestion capabilities. It will keep us healthy and fit, and also it will help us advance in our spirituality. If you are doing some kind of a spirituality, my friend, try to develop that. If you don't eat consciously, you will not know what you ate. Many times, when you eat fast, you're thinking about the work and something like that. You may be really truly missing the opportunity to enjoy such a wonderful meal served to you by your housewife or your mother or whoever it is, right? So please, with that, I thank you for watching it. Hope you can practice some of this yogi style of eating. God bless you.